Hey Queens, welcome to Captivation Radio, a podcast designed to teach women how to love their bodies, transform their mindset, and attract the life of their dreams. I'm your host Fallon, the queen of all things captivation. I'm a certified personal trainer and a mindset coach. I have a passion for helping women go from mediocrity to queen status. Each week, I will discuss how you can use fitness, mindset, and manifestation to overcome feelings of lack, raise your energy, finally claim your power, and step into the life you deserve. Hey Queens, welcome back to this week's episode of Captivation Radio. Today we're going to talk about uncovering the lies. There are lies that we all tell ourselves. Some big, some small, sometimes to protect ourselves, and sometimes as an excuse. No matter the reason we lie to ourselves, the outcome is the same. They hold us back from doing the things which lead us to success, or in some cases, greater success than we have currently achieved. Today, I'm going to discuss some of the most common lies we tell ourselves and how we can overcome them once and for all. If you want to refer to the very detailed show notes, I will have the related blog posts on my website, Captivation Radio, so you don't have to even take notes or try to remember all the things as I tell you. Okay, let's start with one of the biggest ones. I cannot escape my past. This is so common. You feel like you have failed at something in the past. And maybe you have. You could have failed 1,000,000 times. Now you think you don't deserve good things right now. Or you think you will never succeed. But guess what? We have all failed. The most successful people have failed more than any of the rest of us. The difference is, these people refused to give up. The past is meant to teach us lessons which we need so we can succeed in the present and in the future. Without these lessons, we would not be ready to step up to the next level. Every time you hear that little voice, stupid Ashley, telling you you cannot do something because you are undeserving, because of your past, or because you have failed too many times, tell her to just shut up already. Tell her that you do not give up. You are a fighter, and everything you have been through has given you the strength to succeed at anything. And number 2, I prefer to give more than receive. Well, maybe you are just a great human, and you love to keep giving and giving. Or maybe you are scared to set boundaries. Maybe you are unsure you deserve to be compensated fairly for your work. Maybe you feel undeserving of love. Do you see a theme here? Now, don't get me wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with giving. That is absolutely not what I'm trying to say here. But when you give too much, it leaves you empty. You have heard over and over, I'm sure, that you cannot pour from an empty cup. We have to learn to receive just as well as we give. As women, we are often natural caretakers. We want to make everyone around us feel comfortable and happy, even to our own detriment sometimes. And oftentimes, we feel like we must play this role in order to be worthy of receiving love in return. However, this is absolutely not true. You deserve everything you want, regardless of how much you give to other people. And if you look at this from a business aspect, you can run yourself and your business right into the ground if you are unable to stop giving and giving with nothing in return. You must get to the root of the issue and determine where the fear of receiving is arising and tackle it head on. Number 3. I can do it tomorrow. Sure, you can do it tomorrow. But will you? Why can't you do it today? So often we say, I can do it tomorrow because we don't want to do it ever. Think about how often you are pushing things off until the next day, and then think about why. There's always a reason, whether it is conscious or unconscious. There is absolutely always a reason that we are pushing certain things off till the next day. For example, I hate folding laundry. So I wash it and say I will fold it tomorrow. But I'm not going to fold it tomorrow. It's going to sit in the basket mocking me for at least a few days. This does nothing but drive me crazy, knowing that I have something left on my to-do list. So right now, I'm doing my best to just knock the things out immediately to reduce the stress in my life. I want you to keep track of the things you say you can do tomorrow and try to start doing them right away if at all possible. If there are things that are optional, like things you don't absolutely have to do, then I want you to ask yourself if it's an endeavor you still want to be involved in. Because if you've signed up for things that you don't have to do, and then you avoid doing them, ask yourself why you are still involved in whatever it is. Because oftentimes we outgrow things and we just don't want to admit it for whatever reason. If there's things that you absolutely have to do, but that could be outsourced, if you're in a position to do that, I highly recommend outsourcing the things that take you a long time or are really difficult for you. It can save you time, money, energy, a lot of frustration if you can find somebody that is a professional at the things you don't want to do. And sometimes we just get so used to doing things that we forget we always have a choice. Start eliminating things that don't bring you joy and see how much better you feel. I know for me, simple changes like ordering my groceries for pickup instead of having to go grocery shopping makes me feel so much better about life because I hate grocery shopping. So if you can find little things like that can help you, they can save you time, they can save you energy, and they can just save you frustration. Instead of saying, I'll do it tomorrow, you can get it done in a way that doesn't stress you out so much. Number 4, I can change him or her. This could be in a romantic relationship, a friendship, a familial relationship, a work relationship, whatever it is. No. Seriously, no. You cannot change another human. Don't get me wrong. People can grow and evolve. However, one cannot be forced to change. And even once a person grows, they're still fundamentally the same person. By this, I mean, I constantly grow and evolve because I work on personal development and I am constantly learning. However, my nature remains the same. No amount of education has improved my level of patience or my stubborn personality. I may become more open-minded, but I am still me. I am still quietly bossy. I still hate authority figures, and I still insist on doing everything my way, even if my way is the hard way. If you don't like a person the way that they are right now, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to like them anymore in 5 years. It's much more likely that you will be even more annoyed with the habits that you did not like in the beginning. Instead of trying to change people, see if you can change the way that you react to things that you do not like. And if you cannot, then you need to reevaluate your relationship. Can you look past the things that you wish you could change? And if you can't, and the relationship is an optional one, which technically all relationships are, whether people like to believe it or not, then it might not be the relationship for you. Because no matter how hard you love someone, how much you teach them, whatever it is, they're still going to be who they are. And we can love them the way that they are, or we can let them go. That's really just how life works. And as soon as we understand that, the easier our lives will be. Number 5. If I can just ... my life would be amazing. And you can fill that in with whatever thing that you think you need for your life to be amazing. We all have some arbitrary idea of what it would take for our lives to be amazing. A certain income goal, a relationship goal, a house you want, sometimes even something as small as a follower count. But here's the thing. You're not living in the future. Your life is taking place right now, and the future is not promised. This lie causes you to miss out on the amazing things that are occurring right now. There's a season for everything. And before you can get to the season you want to be in, you must learn to enjoy the one that you are in. The lie I hear the most often in this category goes something like, once COVID is over, everything is going to work out perfectly. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it could be a while. And things are never really going to go back to normal. Plus, do you really want to spend the next year just waiting for things to go back to the way they were? Think about how many opportunities you could be missing out on from then until now. Stop waiting for some imaginary thing to happen and make you happy. Find a way to be happy right now where you are. Then, when you do receive all the things you want, you won't have wasted any time. Number 6. If I had more time, I would ... How many times have you heard yourself say this? I know I'm very guilty of this one too. It's very similar to the lie we discussed earlier about doing things tomorrow. And I've discussed this on a limiting beliefs episode before. Bottom line is, we make time for the things which are a priority to us. Imagine if you had more time. What would you truly spend it doing? I'm willing to bet it's not the task that you have been spending so much time avoiding. And the task I most often see associated with this lie is the one about getting in shape. It sounds like, if I had more time, I would definitely start working out every day. Or if I had more time, I would definitely meal prep and eat healthier instead of ordering takeout. Now imagine you are given 2 free hours every day. What would you spend those 2 hours doing? Is it working out? Is it meal prepping? Or is it spending more time doing things you enjoy doing? See, the problem isn't usually lack of time. The problem is lack of desire to do the things to begin with. This can come from fear, frustration, or just plain not liking things that must be done. Once again, if you can figure out the root cause of the problem, it would be much easier to address it. And by that I mean just think about what's actually causing you to not do the things. Are you scared to start a fitness routine because you don't think you'll make any progress? Or because you've done it before and you've gotten close to your goal and then you slid backwards? A lot of times there is a specific reason that we're scared to try something. And the majority of the time, it has nothing to do with the time in your day. So if you can figure that out, then we can work on getting over it. And number 7, the last one we're going to talk about today is this everything is great or everything is horrible mentality. Everything is not either great or horrible. Life doesn't work in these extremes. Even when a lot of things are great, there are still going to be things you wish you could change. Even when a lot of things are horrible, there will still be things to be grateful for. Do not get stuck in the trap of expecting everything to be one way or the other. Learn to recognize what is working and what is not. Oftentimes, we expect everything to be great. So when one thing goes wrong, we feel that life isn't great anymore. When this happens, I want you to take a step back and think about all the things in your life that are great. Don't let a little bump in the road throw you completely off course. The same goes with thinking that everything is horrible. I guarantee at least one thing is going right. You just need to take a step back and look. Make a list of the things you're grateful for and watch your mindset shift. As we've discussed before, our minds are programmed to find the negative until we teach them otherwise. Start training yours to find the good in every situation and see how quickly your life changes for the better. And that's all I have for you today. I love you guys. I am so appreciative of you continually tuning in. If you would love to share it with your friends, that would be fantastic. And I will be back with you next week talking about mindset and goal setting because it's getting to be that time of the year. Have a fantastic week.